Hard work doesn't feel like hard work when we enjoy what it is that we're doing. We've all got that thing, be it a sport or an academic subject, in which we feel as though we could seemingly do this thing pretty much forever. We could play football for 6 hours, or we could sit and read our book for hours, and we have absolutely no problem doing this thing. And to someone else, it would seem like a grueling, strenuous activity. The point here is that when we're emotionally invested, or when we're passionate, or when we're even obsessed to an extent about the thing that we're doing, it is so much easier to do hard work. And this is what you have to lean into when it comes to choosing what you want to do when it comes to hard work. We get sold this idea in the media that hard work has to be this grueling, painful, strenuous, years of suffering. And it's not the case. It's so much wiser to find a thing that you can put yourself towards and enjoy doing in the process. It makes so much more sense to be able to enjoy what it is that you're doing and find yourself in a position in which you look up at the clock after working for 3 hours and think, God, where's the time gone? And the thing that comes with this as well is the person who can do this and finds themselves in a position in which the work they're putting themselves towards doesn't feel strenuous will always outwork the person who finds it difficult. Someone who gets to 3 hours and looks up at the clock and thinks, God, where's the time gone? Is always going to be ahead of the person who looks up at the clock and thinks, thank God, it's been 3 hours, I can get out of here. That person is always going to be in the dust of someone who enjoys what it is that they're doing. You need to find the thing that doesn't feel like work. And the beauty that comes with this is you have so many options of things that will bring you improvement. They'll bring you progression. They'll bring you the goals that you want to hit. You will get the things. For some people, it's an academic endeavour. I find personally that sitting and researching philosophy and psychology and these things, I find this easy. It's not work to me. It's a joy. It's a passion. It's what I want to do. For someone else, it might be going to Muay Thai, doing kickboxing, doing MMA. They find themselves in there for 5 hours a day, and they're unfazed by the difficulty that comes with what they're doing. It doesn't feel difficult to them. These people and this mindset is critical. You have to find the thing that you like to do. This is not to say that you won't experience difficulty when you're doing the things. Of course, there are times for me where I would rather just sit on the sofa and not do the thing. But you have to find the thing that most of the time is simple for you to do. Because reducing that friction between starting and choosing to do something else is a massive mover. There are so many people who don't even start doing difficult things because it's too difficult. They get in and they think, oh no, I don't want to do it. I'm going to be here for another 2 hours. I can't be bothered. Let me delay it. And then eventually I won't even start. Reducing that friction in itself is an absolute cheat code. There are so many people that don't even bother to start because it's too hard. So finding the thing that you don't even think is difficult, finding the thing that you can autonomously go, waking up in the morning, what do I want to do today? Oh yeah, of course, that's what I want to do. I want to do the thing that I love doing. There truly is great wisdom in the phrase of, if you love the work that you do, you'll never work a day in your life. There is such a wisdom to that because it won't feel like work. You won't feel like the things you're doing are hard. And a personal story that I feel is genuinely applicable to this is I find myself in a difficult position in which I don't work in terms of for someone, for a paycheck, a great deal. And I spend as much of my time as I can in a kind of self-improvement mode, let's call it. And as a result of this, I feel negatively sometimes about the way that I am, because I feel I've got this like weird social stigma of that I should be going and working for my paycheck, for my 9 to 5. You know, I have this weird thing with that. And I completely negate the fact that I'm actually spending more time than anyone who works in these 9 to 5s or whatever it is. I'm not trying to shit on these people, but just for the story, I spend more time working towards my goals than that. But because it doesn't feel hard for me to do some of the things that I do, I don't constitute it as hard work. It doesn't go down on the board as hours of work put in, because I can't even call it work. And this is what you have to find. You have to find the thing that you are genuinely passionate about, and let this be the thing that you go for. There is too much of this idea sold that we can't work for our passions, and I really cannot see why not. Some people argue this idea that we should go and find a corporate high-paying job, or we should go and do trading, or we should do something that is boring but gets a lot of money so that we can get out quick. Who's to say we've got enough time? In my eyes, to be honest, I think we need to spend as much time as we possibly can enjoying what we have. And if we're going to spend a lot of our time working towards something, then we need to make that something we enjoy doing. We don't have as much time as we think we have. And at that, working on something that you're genuinely passionate about and you honestly care for will bring you up to a standard, and it will bring you to a quality in which, if finance is the thing you're worried about, you're going to be so much better than anyone else who's been doing it anyway, because you will have put more work in. And the reason that you'll put more work in is because it doesn't feel like work. Hard work